The following is a production of CUTV Sports.
The last time Gannon traveled to the Convocation Center ranked in the top 10 in the country, the Vulcans came out on top. Today, California is hoping for a repeat as they take on the Golden Knights of Gannon team that is ranked 4th in the nation. Hello everyone, I'm Allison Steinheiser. Alongside me is Cody Jeanette. And Cody, taking a look at the last game for both of these teams, California had a big game against Seton Hill.
It was a big game that ended up in a big win, toppling over Seton Hill by a final score of 78-70, and an unusual contributor, Arena Kukul, had 14 points in that game.
Taking a look now at the players to watch. You talked about it, Arena Kukul, very strong game, and you're going to see some of her buckets here.
Yeah, exactly. Arena Kukul is averaging 7.7 points per game and 3.3 rebounds per game, so it's a very unusual sight to see such a contribution from such a player, but getting 14 points really helped push the Vulcans forward in that game against Seton Hill, and it really gave them that competitive edge to lead them to a win. And when you look at Gannon, the Gannon's player to watch today is Nettie Blake. Blake is one of the biggest threats that you will probably see on any women's basketball team in the PSAC. Averaging about 15 points per game and 8.6 rebounds per game. She just makes her presence known on the court everywhere. And she also likes to play against the Vulcans, so the Vulcans got to keep an eye on her as they take on Gannon tonight.
Yes, they do, and for Jess Strom, they're going up against a difficult starting lineup for Gannon. You have Kelly Stenberg, Jen Papich, Molly Sebald, Brittany Batts, and Nettie Blake. On the other side of the ball for California, you have Emma Mahadi, Caitlin Fratz, Mickey Glenn. Also have Elena Antonenko, and trying to help her down low, Ashley Hines. As you said, they have to defend against Nettie Blake, who did some damage against them not only earlier this season, but also last year whenever they lost in the Atlantic Regional Final.
Yeah, last year was a big loss, and especially after their loss in November against Gannon, making the trip all the way up to Gannon University. They're going to be hungry for a victory tonight, hopefully using the home crowd to their advantage in the Convocation Center. It's going to give them a little bit of an edge, and that's what they're looking for.
It absolutely is, and you may notice that we do not have any graphics. We do apologize for that, but it has been extremely cold here. Frigid temperatures. Unfortunately, our graphic system would not turn on. We're in need of a new motherboard, so I've been told by our director to say that if you have a motherboard, go ahead and send it to the station and we'll try and get those graphics back up. But in the meantime, just gonna have to rely on Cody and I to give you score updates. California's gonna come away with the tip, and it's gonna be Mickey Glenn bringing it up. She gives it to Fratz on the wing, now goes to Antonenko. Try to go across the court to Mahadi, it's tipped out of bounds. Guess it was not touched by Sundberg, so Gannon will get possession.
It was a little bit too high of a pass, possibly too tall for the intended target.
Now Gannon with the chance to get on the board first. Sebald passes to Nettie Blake up high. The ball's going to go out of bounds. It was tipped by Mickey Glenn.
Ball going out of bounds here. Another great defensive play. The first one forcing the ball out of bounds. This one also forcing it out of bounds. So defensive game early on.
Sundberg bringing it up now. She gives it across the court to Papich, inside to Blake. Blake back to Papich. Good play there, and Papich sinks the two.
And not only can Blake shoot the ball, but she can pass the ball as well. So you got to look out for her in all aspects of the game.
Glenn brings it up herself. She's got two defenders to beat, pulls up, can't get a shot off. Antonenko went after it, gets kicked out to Fratz. Caitlin Fratz's shot is no good. Picked up by Hines. She gives it to Antonenko. Antonenko drives inside, throws up a shot, and she's going to draw the foul on Nettie Blake.
Well, what a rebound by Ashley Hines here underneath. And then passing it out to Antonenko. It's unfortunate that The basket didn't fall through, but still, Ashley Hines really created a nice second chance there off of that shot.
California with a chance to tie up the game as Antonenko will shoot 2. Misses her first on the year. Elena Antonenko shooting 62.5% from the line. Makes her second, so she was 1 of 2, scores 2-1 with 19 minutes to go in the first half. Sundberg brings it up, kicks it over, Brittany Batts, long 3, no good. Rebound comes to Blake as she fought off Antonenko, and she'll get 2 points for her effort.
There's those second chances that can really make or break the game. Blake, again, using her rebound abilities to her advantage on that shot.
That shot does not fall for California. Papich comes away with it. She's going to hold up and give it to Sundberg. Sundberg will bring it up. Gannon still has a 4-1 lead. Sundberg gives it back, gives it to Papich, who's pressured by Frats. Papich looking to pass to somebody. She's got to get somebody open here. She gives it away, and California comes away with it. It's Ashley Hines. Hines brings it up. She throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound goes to Batts.
The one-on-one defense almost paid off there for the Vulcans.
Sundberg brings it up. Kelly Sundberg goes to Sebald. That shot no good. Rebound comes to California.
Those corner threes can be the hardest shots to make sometimes, but a great rebound by the Vulcans.
Mahadi slows it down with 17:47 left to go. She gets it back now, gives it to Glenn. Mickey Glenn looks to drive inside. She will backstep the defender, throws up a shot. That will not fall. Hines with the rebound. Her shot will not fall, but she does draw the foul.
Boy, Mickey Glenn, what an offensive push there. Breaking through 2 defenders, just caught it just at the beginning of the replay. It was as if they were a gate, and she just opened the gate wide open. And then the shot, unfortunately, didn't fall through, but Hines with another great rebound underneath, and it sends her to the free throw line.
17:35 left to go in this first half. The Golden Knights lead 4-1. Hines' first shot is good.
Hines on the year is averaging 43.9% from the free throw line. So she can make it 2 for 2. That'll bump up her percentage.
Second shot is up. That one is no good. The rebound comes to Papich.
It is currently 4-2 Gannon with 17 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the first half, Allison.
Gannon with possession still. It's Sebald trying to drive inside. She will throws up a shot, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Papich. Now to Batts. Brittany Batts goes inside. She throws up a shot, and that is good for 2. Brittany Batts gives Gannon a 4-point lead.
Great offensive movement there by Gannon. It's just shows, if you can find the right person to make the right shot, it'll always go in.
Frats kicks it over to Glenn, who's going to reset the play. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 16:50 left in the first half. Ashley Hines, she's looking for somebody. Going to be possession, though, for Gannon.
There's going to be, looked like she might have been guilty of a travel here. Just trying to make her way around the defenders underneath the basket. Just got a little too anxious on her feet.
Irina Kukol checks into the game for California in favor of Ashley Hines. It's Papich now with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it to Blake. Blake quickly over to Batts. Batts' shot falls, and Brittany Batts with another 2 points.
Again, Blake showing her passing abilities, sending it underneath the Batts. And Batts with a great over-the-back shot. It looked like it was almost blind.
8-2 now the score. 16:15 left to go in the half. Mahadi steps inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes to Papich. It's Morgan Neighbors bringing it up. Neighbors. Going to be a whistle here. Going to be a foul underneath, away from the ball. It's going to go against Emma Mahadi. That's her first, team first.
And now we're seeing Elena Antonenko and Frats check out of the game for the Vulcans and bringing in 2 new substitutions.
Kukul tips the inbound pass away, and she's going to bring it up. Fights off Papich, throws him a shot. That's no good. Papich gets the rebound.
Oh, another unfortunate miss for the Vulcans, but a great fake by Kukul to draw away the defender.
It's Sundberg now with it. Kelly Sundberg goes to Neighbors. Neighbors pressured. Gives it to Sundberg. Sundberg still maintains control with 2 Vulcans on her, including Kukul. She drives inside, throws up a shot. That will not fall. Rebound comes to Papich, gets knocked away, and California will have possession as we reach our first media timeout.
It's going to be a California possession, and Gannon right off the bat is showing that they can make the offensive rebounds, especially on this scoring chance here. And it's 8-2 in favor of the Golden Knights right now, and with 15:30 left to go in the half. And when you take a look at how we got there, you're going to see a lot of second chances just like that one underneath by Nettie Blake. The Vulcans have had some great offensive fake-outs and maneuvers, but unfortunately they've just been falling empty, and Gannon has had the favor of the offensive rebounds and the fortunate shots, so that's what made them have the lead today.
And one reason why Gannon's such a good team is because they can do it everywhere. You've seen them drive the lane, but when we were up at the Hammermill Center, they were draining threes like it was nobody's business, and that's the thing is it's very difficult to defend against this team because they can hurt you so many different ways.
Yeah, and especially when you have players like Blake and Bats who just have presence all over the court, whether they be passing, shooting, or rebounding. You got to keep your eye out on them in all sorts of ways.
The good news is California has stayed within 6. It's still a very close game. And Gannon, last time they were out on the court against UPJ, they beat them 86-47. So they definitely scored a lot of points. They're coming in hot. If California can limit their chances and limit the number of points they score, they're going to have a very good chance as this game goes on. California will come out of that timeout with the ball. It's Irina Kukul, now to Glenn. Back to Kukul. She's looking to drive inside. She will. She kicks it out, though, to Mahadi. That was tipped by Papich. So California will have 19 seconds to work with on the shot clock.
19 seconds with 15:20 left to go in the half. And California, if they can make a basket here, that gets them right back into the game.
Chelsea McKnight, who checked in, has possession, calls out the play. Glenn to Kukul. Irina Kukul gives it to McKnight. Chelsea McKnight drives inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Does reset, or should have reset the shot clock. Gannon comes away with it. Nettie Blake gives it to Neighbors. Back to Blake. Now Sundberg's going to reset. 14:44 left to go in this first half. Vulcans down by 6. Blake gets it inside. She tries to throw up a shot. That's blocked. California gets possession.
Oh, that was a great defensive play there by Chelsea McKnight. Just stripping the ball away before she can even get the shot off.
McKnight with it now, slows down the play. She gives it to Glenn, who's going to reset the offense. Mickey Glenn gives it to Irina Kukul. She's going to throw up a 3. That is no good. The rebound comes down and bounces around. It goes to Sundberg. Papich pulls up, gives it back to Sundberg. Gannon's going to set up a play. The score is still 8-6 with under 14 now to go in the half. 8-2, excuse me.
6-point differential,
Yeah.
That might have been what you were thinking of.
That is what I was thinking. Travel called on the floor.
You're going to see here, it looked like Blake tried to send it underneath, and then it could have been, yeah, there was a guilty of a travel if it was against California, actually, after the ball was stripped away and then fell backwards. So even though she wasn't on her feet, it's still a travel.
13:44 left to go in the half. You see that shot fall for Gannon was Morgan Neighbors, extends the lead up to 8.
Morgan Neighbors had 16 points in that offensive powerhouse game against UPJ, so look out for her too.
Mahadi gives it to Kukul. Irina Kukul bounces the ball around and then gives it to her teammates. It's Mickey Glenn now. Glenn to Mahadi. Down low to Kukul, or excuse me, that was Clark. McKnight drives inside. She throws up a shot. That one off all. The rebound comes to Papich.
13 minutes left to go in the half. California down by 8.
Blake drives inside, and she's going to get called for the offensive foul. That's her second.
Offensive foul.
Team third.
Let's take a look at this replay here, Allison. Just Emma Mahadi just making a brick wall on that stand and to make it a clean defensive play and draw the foul against Blake. So a big turnover there for Gannon.
One thing to watch, California yet to hit a basket in this game. It's been free throws. And as I say that, they missed another. That was Chelsea McKnight. It's Morgan Neighbors bringing it up. 12:42 left to go in the first half. Now Sundberg has it, or excuse me. That's Birchtold. To Neighbors. Back to Birchtold. Gives it to Neighbors. Neighbors for three is good and extends this lead to 11 points, and Coach Strom is going to call a timeout.
And rightfully so. The Vulcans probably need this timeout here just to recuperate a little bit. But this three-point shot, a corner three-point shot, I beg your pardon, it was a three-point shot. But still a magnificent shot there by Gannon to extend the lead by 11 now.
Yes, and California has yet to hit a basket. As I said, 0 for 11 from the field. Gannon on the other side, 6 for 11, as well as 12 rebounds. So Gannon playing very well at this point.
And California only has 5 rebounds in comparison to Gannon's 12. So if there was a stat to be kept for how much time that one team had the ball in basketball, then it would be very lopsided towards Gannon's favor. And that's why they have so many points on the board compared to California right now.
And that's where Gannon can hurt you, because they have a lot of players that can shoot, so they can really extend that lead very quickly. California kept it very close, and then in the past 3.5 minutes, Gannon's just extended it with those shots, including that three.
And that led Jess Strom to call the timeout. She saw that the game was might have been possibly getting too out of reach right now, so she's just it's a test on the coach to make sure that they stay in the game. They're not too mentally defeated yet. It's only the first half. There's 12 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. There's still well over a half hour of basketball left to be played here, so California can easily come back into this game.
They can, and I mean, this is the number 4 team in the country. They knew this wasn't going to be easy.
That's a very valid point there.
Kate Seabaum, who checked into the game at that timeout, brings it up, gives it to Mahadi. Emma Mahadi kicks it out to Kukul. Seabaum now back to Mahadi. Looking for help, gives it to Seabaum. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Seabaum gets it back, gives it to Mahadi. 5 seconds now. She throws up a three. That's no good. California does get the rebound.
Big offensive rebound there by California, one of their very few in the game.
California with a chance here. It's Mahadi once again. She gives it to Ashley Hines inside. Hines' shot falls. Ashley Hines with 3 points now.
And there's that spark that California is looking for. Ashley Hines underneath, easy layup.
13-4 now the score. 11:30 left to go in the half. Inside to Papich. Papich gets it stripped. It's going to go out of bounds though, off of Ashley Hines.
Yeah, it's going to be a California player that the ball last touched. So the ball will stay in Gannon's end, but a very good defensive effort there.
Looking for some help, and it was Birchtold that tripped up. She does get possession though. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Birchtold looking for some help. She turns, throws it inside to Papich. Papich trying to back up Seabaum. 3 seconds. She throws up a shot. She's going to draw the foul. Seabaum not happy about it. The California coaching staff not happy about it.
And if there wasn't a foul called there, then they would have had 2 seconds on the shot clock to work with, and it could have easily been a shot clock violation.
And you did see Seabaum's feet move there. She was set, and then she was just trying to defend. With a little bit of movement, Papich at the line. Hits her first. 10-point lead now once again for Gannon. Hits her second as well to make that an 11-point lead.
Papich averages 79% from the free throw line, so that'll bump up her percentage.
Blocked there by Jen Papich on Ashley Hines. With 11:02 left to go, California will get possession with 23 seconds on the shot clock.
Papich saw the easy layup that Hines made last time and made sure she did something about it this time.
Chelsea McKnight steps inside, throws up a 2. That's no good. Rebound comes to Neighbors. Neighbors brings it up. Gives it to Batts. Brittany Batts back out to Neighbors for 3. Yes! Brittany Batts with Morgan Neighbors with another 3.
Morgan, she has now 8 points in the game, and we're not even halfway through the first half yet.
Chelsea McKnight on the wing. Gives it to Seabaum now inside to Hines. Hines steps aside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes back to Hines.
Hines outnumbered 2-1 there and was able to strip it away from the 2 Gannon defenders. Great job.
Seabaum passes to Kukul. Kukul throws up a 2. That's no good. Rebound bounces around. It's going to go out of bounds. I don't know who touched it last.
Well, it looks like it's going to be, it was just last touch by Jenny Teese, and that'll keep the ball inside California's end.
10-12 left to go in the half. Gannon leads 18-4. Shot by Emma Mahadi is good and cuts the lead to 12.
Make that 18-6.
Papich gives it to Neighbors to bring it up. Neighbors to Birchtold now. Birchtold's going to set the offense. Gives it to Neighbors. Morgan Neighbors. Now to Brittany Batts. Batts pressured here by 2 Vulcan. She's looking for some help. Steps out of it and makes the nice pass to Papich for 2. That's no good. Rebound bounces around. It's going to come back to Brittany Batts. Thought about a 3. Instead gives it to Birchtold. Back out to Batts. She's wide open. Gives it to Papich. Going to be a foul on the play. And Gannon with some nice offense there.
Yeah, it was a good offensive control there with all the loose passes and the passes that were on the mark. You know, it just shows if you can move the ball around, you can get your offensive opportunities. And you saw the one by Papich there, but unfortunately it got negated.
Batts passes to Thies. That's no good, and California's going to come away with it. Elena Antonenko looks to drive inside. She throws up a shot. That is good for 2. Elena Antonenko cuts the lead to 10. Batts gives it to Birchtold. Birchtold's going to set the offense. Gives it to Papich. Going to be a foul away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul on Birchtold. That's her first, team 4th.
Now we're seeing some substitutions come into the game. 2 for Gannon and 1 for California. It looked like one of the Martins might have checked in, but you'll have to get verification on that in a second.
8:53 left to go in the half. Vulcan's down by 10. Seabaum kicks it over to Fratz. Fratz steps inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Antonenko comes down with it. She came down awkwardly, gets up slowly.
No, it was actually Mickey Glenn that came in on the previous substitution. I got that clarified. But look at Fratz's effort here. Just unfortunately just fell just short, and then Antonenko taking a hard fall, but good thing she's okay. Great offensive effort.
The foul was against Sundberg. That's her first, team 5th. That shot no good. Antonenko goes inside. Her shot no good either. Seabaum comes down with the rebound. Tried to pass it to Glenn. Gets it picked off. Sundberg brings it up. Gives it to Brennan. Inside to Papich. That's blocked by Fratz. She loses the handle though, and Papich gains it right back. Gannon smartly calls a timeout there.
30-second timeout.
Very smart call by Gannon to call a timeout there before Papich could have been guilty of a travel. That could have easily been a travel call against Papich because we saw the same thing happen to California earlier. But Allison, to me, the score is 18-8 in favor of Gannon, and it's looking to me that California's shots have a little bit too much power behind them. I'm not sure if you're noticing that. They're on target. Mind you, they're on target, but just not many have been taking bounces around the rim and falling right out. They've either been going wide left, wide right. You know, they're on target, just not enough finesse on them, I guess you could say.
California right now just needs to find their game. I mean, it's only a 10-point lead for Gannon. You're not going to make that up in one shot. But one good aspect you have to look at is Nettie Blake right now is on the bench with 2 fouls. They already have 5 team fouls. You can come back in this game. It's a long second half. You still have 8:18 left in this half. There's time to come back. You have to find your rhythm, though, with your shot, and that's something California's struggling with right now. They're getting the shots, they're getting the rebounds, they're working for them. The shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and that goes back to the point that I brought up. There's too much power behind them. It could be all of the adrenaline, you know, facing the number 4 team in the country. So it could just be a case of high adrenaline and shooting the basketball too roughly. So maybe after halftime, the Butterflies will settle down a little bit, and then Jess Strom will help push her team to a victory.
It's what you have to hope for California, because they're getting the chances, they're getting the turnovers, but they got to put the points on the board. 8:18 left to go in the first half. Vulcans down by 10. Neighbors gets the inbound pass. He's going to kick it over to Sundberg. Sundberg looks to set something up here. She's pressured by Seabaum. Kicks it over to Brennan. Now inside to Papich. That is good. 2 more points for Jen Papich. She's up to 6 points on the day.
Gannon tried to set up a double block there, but that quickly didn't work, and then they were able to change their defensive strategy so quickly.
Vulcans down by 12. Seabaum resets the play, 10 seconds on the shot clock. She gets it back from Glenn, gives it to Fratz. Fratz looking to drive inside. She's going to have to throw up a shot. It's Mahadi, 5 seconds, throws up a hurried shot. Rebound comes to Papich. Papich looks to drive inside. She throws up a shot. That falls. Another 2 points for Jen Papich, and the Golden Knights lead 22-8.
Papich keeps it all for herself and provides well enough for the team.
Another turnover here. Brennan brings it up. She's pressured by Mahadi. She throws up a shot. That does not fall. Rebound comes to Sundberg. There's going to be an offensive foul on Gannon.
Yeah, California will get possession from this.
Foul charge, 3, Kelly Sundberg.
That's Sundberg's second, team 6.
In the lineup now for Cal Hill.
Checking into the game will be Birch, told us Sundberg is going to have to take a seat with 2 fouls.
There's 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Gannon is leading 22-8, but as we've been saying all game, there's still plenty of game left to be played.
It's Glenn. She passes it to Mahadi. Kicks it out to Fratz. Fratz for 3. That is good for Caitlin Fratz. The Vulcans now in double digits with 11 points.
And here come the Vulcans.
California showing that pressure again. There's going to be a foul on the play. I think it's going to go against Mickey Glenn. It will, as she pressured the Gannon player.
Yeah, the defensive pressure is definitely increasing for California here, and rightfully so, because they just made a couple big shots to get back into this game, but you still have to maintain your composure a little bit. Otherwise, it risks getting too far out of hand. So as long as you can maintain your composure and do what you're doing correctly, then you'll have no problem making this game a competitive one.
I apologize. They called that foul on Morgan Neighbors, so Mickey Glenn at the line for a 1-and-1. Makes her first. 22-12 the score with 6:44 left to go in the first half.
And she's shooting the one-on-one because that is Gannon's 7th team foul, so California is now in the bonus.
Makes her second as well, and this is where California can really make up some points if they can draw some fouls. As McKnight's going to check into the game for Mickey Glenn. Papich gives it to Brennan to bring up. Brennan goes to Birchtold. Birchtold back to Brennan. Back to Birchtold now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Give it to Seabald. Birchtold with it once again, down to 10 seconds. California pressuring. Seabald has it 4 seconds. She's going to have to throw up a shot. Drives inside, just throws up a shot, and that is good, and that's the kind of game Gannon's been having.
Oh, that's a miracle shot if I ever saw one. It looked like it was off balance, but still manages to find its way into the bucket.
24-13 the score, 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Kugel's shot will not fall. Rebound comes to Seabald. Seabald drives inside, kicks it out. That's tipped away by Kate Seabaum as she was getting back defensively.
Now on the court for California, 45.
So good defensive pressure here by Seabaum, even though still couldn't come up with the pass. It could have been easily opened up a corner three-point shot, so you never know whenever you force your opponent to reset.
Birchtold with it once again. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Brennan has control, gets it tipped away by Seabaum. Kate Seabaum's going to bring it up all alone. She has back pressure, throws it up and misses. The rebound comes to Brennan.
Oh, Hines almost with another big rebound there. If she would have come up with that rebound, it would have been an easy layup for her again.
And that was good defense by Birchtold to immediately get back and pressure Seabaum. So that was not an easy layup. Papich's shot will fall. Jen Papich with 10 points now for Gannon. 26-13 the score.
It looks like Nettie Blake is ready to check in for Gannon.
Fratz gives it to Hines. Hines triple team, gets her shot blocked by Brennan, and Gannon comes away with it. It's Birchtold bringing it up. She's going to slow it down. Gives it to Papich now. Papich around to Bats. Back to Birchtold. She's going to set the offense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 4:39 left to go in the half.
California going with the one-on-one defense here. It's worked for them before.
Bats. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Seabald, she's got to take another shot. With the 1 second, that one's no good. California's going to get the rebound. Seabaum brings it up. She resets the offense. Goes to Hines. Ashley Hines gives it to Caitlin Fratz. She's got a lane inside, throws up a shot. She draws the foul on Jen Papich, and she will go to the line.
And here comes what you were saying before, Allison, about making up for the deficit through foul shots. But Fratz, again, trying to navigate her way through that lane. It was a very small lane, but it was still an open one. So Fratz will go to the line. She's been averaging 71.4% from the free throw line.
She makes her first with 4:07 left to go as Teese enters the game. Makes her second as well, so with 4:07 left in the half, the score now 26-15 in favor of the Gannon Golden Knights. Birchtold brings it up. Birchtold gives it to Papich, now to Bats. Brittany Bats steps inside. It's going to go back out to Papich. Papich drives inside, finds a wide open Thiessen. That is good for two. Gannon doing the damage down low.
And that was all because Irina Kukul missed her assignment, just unfortunately took a stumble on that one-on-one defense, and that left Gannon wide open.
It's going to be a foul up high. It's going to go against Brittany Bats. That's her first, team ninth. And with that, we've reached our final media timeout, so we're going to take a break. Stay tuned for the rest of the action right here on CUTV.
Watch CUTV online anytime, anywhere. Check out your favorite original programs, coverage of the biggest events on campus, and cheer on your Vulcan sports teams. CUTV. Log on. Tune in now. Visit cutv.calu.edu/live.
With 18 institutions, my conference is the largest league across all NCAA classifications. With nearly 7,000 student athletes competing in 23 championships, my conference sponsors the most championships in Division II. With a 78% academic success rate, my conference graduates student athletes well above the national average. We compete with passion. We take pride in our efforts in the arena and in the classroom. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Passion, pride, Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to CUTV's coverage of Vulcan women's basketball. The Vulcans down to the number 4 ranked team in the country, the Gannon Golden Knights, 28-15 with 3:27 left to go here in the first half.
And if you're just joining us, you may notice very quickly that our graphics are not present. We do apologize for that sincerely, but our graphics computer has encountered some major problems with this cold weather. So if you have a spare motherboard, send it to the CUTV station. We would greatly appreciate that, I'm sure.
Fratz at the line. Hit her first, hit her second as well. 28-17 now the score. Going to be a foul.
And this looks like it's going to go against Gannon. Oh no, it's actually going against California. I beg your pardon. The foul was on Fratz, so that's Fratz's guilty of the foul.
That's her first, team fourth. Papich drives inside, throws up a shot. That will not fall. Rebound comes to Ashley Hines. Seabaum brings it up. Steps inside, kicks it out to Fratz. Fratz thought about a three, drives inside, and there's going to be a foul underneath. It's going to go against Thies. That's her first, team 10th.
Yeah, Seabald is actually going to be called for a hold or a reach. Impeding the offensive player is what the foul was actually called on. So in some way, shape, or form, Fratz will go to the free throw line.
Fratz hit her first. She's up to 8 points now on the day. Seabald goes to the bench. Fratz hits her second as well, and talked about it, Cody. This is how you climb back into this game. Now 28-19. CC Dixon also checked into the game. It's going to be a foul. And it is going to go against Dixon.
That's her first, team 5th.
So CC Dixon just checks into the game and gets her first personal foul already. It's a little bit of a rough start, but I'm sure she'll correct herself.
Glass goes down there, draws the foul.
This foul is going to be on Chelsea McKnight. She got her feet in the way. She's going to be called for a block, so that's what the foul was called.
That's her first, team 6th for California. Berchtold. Pass possession, pressured by Hines. Gives it to Papich up high. Papich looking to drive inside. Tries to spin move. It gets stolen away by Fratz. Caitlin Fratz has 2 defenders to beat. She throws up a shot, and that is good. Caitlin Fratz has found her rhythm. Now 11 points. It makes it a 7-point game.
Fratz isn't letting any defender intimidate her. She just attacks the paint straight on and goes to the basket for an easy layup.
Glass tries to throw it over to Thiessen. It's going to be an offensive foul on Thies. That's her first.
Yeah, you're going to see the foul here. It might be, yeah, it is against Thies, so California got a little bit lucky there as the officials have eagle eyes here today, so definitely a favoring call for California.
2:15 left to go. California with a chance to cut into this lead. Chelsea McKnight gives it to Seabaum. Now to Fratz. Caitlin Fratz looking to drive inside, kicks it to McKnight. She throws up a three. That misses everything. CC Dixon, though, gets it, gives it to Fratz. Her shot is up, no good. Back to Dixon. And Fratz with it once again.
And there were 4 seconds on the shot clock there, so good effort on a second chance to reset the shot clock after hitting the rim.
McKnight with it. 1:42 left to go. California's going to maintain possession.
There's 16 seconds on the shot clock now, as California will have a couple more hurrahs of the half here to get themselves back into this game. They already have by a good bit. They're only down by 7 now.
1:33 left to go in the first half. Miscommunication there, and they're going to say it did tip off of a Gannon player. So now down to 3 seconds on the shot clock. Caitlin Fratz wants a timeout, and California is going to take one.
Yeah, and this is another much-needed timeout with 90 seconds left to go in the half. But what's more important is the 3 seconds on that shot clock. You got to get the ball inbounds, send it to somebody, set your feet, and throw up a shot all within 3 seconds. That's easier said than done.
One thing that you have to, and it's a stat that might not look good now, but California's shooting 5 for 30, 16.7% from the field. But you're only down by 7. If your shooting comes around in the second half, they're getting the rebounds, they're getting the shots. You just got to get them to fall. You could get Gannon back on their heels very quickly.
And another stat that's sticking out to me is the defensive rebounds. It's 14-5 in favor of Gannon.
Seabob inbounds to Hines. That is good for 2 points. California cuts into the lead once again. It's now a 5-point lead for Gannon.
They only needed 1 second to get that done. They didn't need 3.
That shot will not fall. Rebound comes to California. It's Fratz. She brings it up quickly. 1:12 left to go in the half. Gives it to McKnight. She thought about 3, and that's going to be a foul as Thies just came in there way too quickly.
Thies probably has had too much momentum trying to defend McKnight, but McKnight also attacked at the same time, so she didn't know she was going to go towards the basket. So that's why, just unfortunate, wrong place at the wrong time for Thies, and that's what will send McKnight to the free throw line.
McKnight with 1:10 left to go. Chance to cut into this lead even more. Hits her first. The score now 28-24, Cody.
And if California can go into halftime with the lead or even tied, that's momentum if I've ever seen it.
Second shot is up. No good. Rebound comes to Berchtold. Berchtold brings it up. There's going to be a foul here. Or excuse me, it's a travel against Berchtold. 1:04 left, California. It's going to get a chance to pull within a couple of points.
Heck, one could even make the argument that they're already going into halftime with the momentum after being down by double-digit points, now only down by 4.
Dixon drives inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes to Ashley Hines. Her shot block, gets it right back, throws it up. That's no good. Blocks it away from Jen Papich and Ashley Hines. She didn't get any points for that, but she probably should have.
She got style points,
yeah,
in my mind. That was a great offensive rebound effort there by Hines. Just unfortunately fell empty.
Gannon cannot hold until the last shot as there's 36 seconds left. Stolen away by Ashley Hines. Hines brings it up. One defender to beat, throws it up. She's fouled on the play, and she will go to the line for 2.
The foul is going to be on Glass here. She was the only defender there to catch up with her and just doing all that she could to stop the shot, but maybe a little too aggressive there, and that is going to send Hines to the line for the second time, I believe, in this game.
California shooting 11 for 14 from the line right now.
And there's a 0.6 of a second differential between game clock and shot clock right now.
Hines misses her first. The score 28-24 in favor of Gannon. California trying to make it a one-possession game going into the half. Hines' second shot is up. That is good, and ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden it's a 3-point game.
Gannon is going to be forced to take a shot here, but they probably will have the last shot of the half because it's only 0.6 of a second of a difference between game and shot clock.
Papich looks to drive inside. There's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Hines. It's going to be a 1-on-1 here for Papich.
Yeah, that is the 7th team foul for California, so that sends Gannon into a bonus, even though there might be only 17 seconds left in the half. they can extend their lead very easily here.
Hines is going to take a seat with 2 fouls. Antonenko is going to go in. 16.9 seconds left. California within 3. That shot is good for Papich. 29-25 now the score. Second shot good as well. Jen Papich sinks 2 of 2 to extend the lead back up to 5 for the Golden Knights.
California will get the last hurrah here.
Frats with possession. Gives it over to McKnight. McKnight is going to drive inside, take a shot with 5 seconds left. That will not fall. Rebound comes to Antonenko. 2 seconds, throws it up. That's no good. CeCe Dixon does not get the shot to fall, so California will go to the locker room. Still down by 5, but Cody, that's a lot better than what it looked like at the beginning of the game.
Most definitely. You got to say that. That's correct, Allison.
So we will be right back with second half action right here on CUTV.
NCAA Division II has much to cheer about, as nearly 100,000 student athletes compete with passion and pride. And I'm pleased to share the best news of all. Student athletes are outperforming the rest of the D2 student body in graduation rates. Just another reason why you'll hear us say with pride, I chose Division II. Learn more at d2sa.org.
Let's take it to the field. I come through like a freight train, about to push the line back. Only see the gold line, don't matter if your line stack, because I'm a soldier. You can see my face paint. Know that I'ma get mine by knowing that the rest can't. We ready for 'em, let's get it on. We ready for 'em, let's get it on. We ready for 'em, let's get it on. We ready for 'em, let's get it on.
Welcome back to CUTV's coverage of Vulcan women's basketball, where the Gannon Golden Knights lead 30-25. And Cody, let's take a look at some of those halftime stats.
Well, your halftime stats here. The leading scorer for California was Caitlin Frats, number 11. She was 2 for 5 in field goals and field goal attempts, 1 for 2 from beyond the three-point arc, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. So that totals up 11 points. The Vulcans as a whole have been 6 for 37 in shooting attempts, 12 for 16 from the free throw line, 22 total rebounds, 16 of them offensive and 6 of them defensive, and that gave them their 25 points. For Gannon, there's much better field goal percentage, 12 for 22, 2 for 4 from beyond the three-point arc, giving them 20 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 16 defensive.
We're going to take a look at some highlights now. Early on, it was all Gannon. There you see one of the threes for Gannon so far in this game, but California did start to come back.
Yeah, for the first few minutes or so, Gannon really pulled away. I think the score was 13-2 at one point. California, it took them like 6 or 7 minutes just to make their first field goal of the game. The first 2 points were scored on free throws by Ashley Hines, and then all of a sudden, the offense sparked and California came alive and got back into this game. Who knows what the score would have been at halftime now if they had that offensive spark going all half.
And California's going to have to find a way to keep that offensive spark going. As you see there, defensively, Caitlin Frats. California's played very well, too. They've only given up 30 points so far to Gannon, so they've kept it close, and they can definitely come back in this game as Gannon will have possession to start.
Mind you, only 30 points given up to the number 4 team in the country.
It is Sundberg with it. Sundberg gives it to Brittany Batts. Batts goes down now to Sundberg. Sebald back to Sundberg. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Almost stolen away by Ashley Hines. Sebald steps inside. She's going to get called for the double dribble, and California will get possession.
A very big break there for California on this double dribble call. You see she dribbles once there and then picks it up and then holds it with 2 hands, dribbles it again. The officials will call that every time.
Fratz looking to drive inside, quickly kicks it back out to Mahadi. Mahadi controls it, steps inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes to Nettie Blake. It's Sundberg bringing it up now. Blake, the top of the key, goes inside to Papich. Papich kicks it back out. A 3 here for Sebald, no good. Rebound comes to Bats. Sundberg controls it, pressured by Antonenko. Goes inside to Blake. Blake's shot is up and good, and she'll get a chance to go to the line.
The foul is going to be called on Shanice Clark, I believe. Or Fratz, I beg your pardon, not Shanice Clark. It was on Caitlin Fratz, so that will send Blake to the free throw line.
And once again, if you're just joining us, we do apologize. Our graphics computer is not cooperating with us today because of the cold. So we will try to give you score updates often as Blake misses it. California down 25-32. Now 32-27 as that shot is good for Glenn.
The Vulcans keeping it close. 18 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the game. Really keeping this game tight and giving Gannon a run for their money.
That pass to Bats from Papich, blocked away by Antonenko.
Gannon's going to have 20 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Not too much of a problem for the Golden Knights for sure. We've seen them get things done in less than a second.
Mickey Glenn, I think, lost a contact. She's going to try to go look for the contact on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have an official timeout. We're looking for a contact on the court. So
Ryan Gatson in there as well.
And we're on contact watch, Allison.
Quite interesting as Glenn just looking around for it. She's going to come out of the game and go back to the locker room to get another one. As you see her sprint off the court.
Kate
Seabaum going to check into the game with 18:36 left to go. As I'm sure Glenn's going to want to get back quickly.
I've found the best way to find contact lenses is to shut all the lights off and use a flashlight. But that probably won't go well with the Convocation Center here.
Probably not, Cody. Gannon misses that shot, and it's Seabaum bringing it up. Seabaum goes to Fratz. Fratz thought about 3, steps inside, gives it to Antonenko. Antonenko drives inside, kicks it out to Fratz. Caitlin Fratz to Seabaum, 15 seconds, and they reset. Fratz drives inside, throws the shot. That is good for Caitlin Fratz. Another 2 points, and it is a 1-possession game.
Caitlin Fratz adding to her point total. That's 13 now for her.
Papich gives it to Sundberg. Sundberg trying to drive inside on Hines, instead gives it back to Bats. Bats finds the lane, drives inside, pass to Papich. Her shot does not fall. Ashley Hines comes down with it.
Now we're starting to see California get a lot of the defensive rebounds. It's really starting to come alive, and that'll really help them get more points in this game.
California yet to lead in this game. They have a chance to tie it now. Glenn is back on the bench. Antonenko trying to back up Blake. She's going to get called for the travel, and possession will go to Gannon with 17:26 left to go.
Yeah, Antonenko probably faked the shot just one too many times, going down into the down deep into the paint. So the officials will call that every time as well.
Bats gives it to Sundberg. Back to Bats. Brittany Bats to Sebald. Thought about going to Sundberg, but she was pressured, so she gives it to Bats. Cross the court to Papich. Papich wide open, hits it too. Another 2 points for Jen Papich.
Papich was wide open only because there were no California defenders on that side of the court. They're just putting a lot of pressure on the ball and hoping that it'll cancel out any passing lanes, but they managed to find one.
Kate Seabaum tried to go inside it. It bounces to Mahadi. Lucky break there for California. Mahadi, double team, gets it to Hines. Hines, triple team, kicks it out. Wide open shot for Kate Seabaum. That's no good. Rebound bounces around. It comes to Mahadi. California has a fresh shot clock. Caitlin Fratz, top of the key, looks to drive inside. She will, gives it to Ashley Hines. She gets it stripped away by Jen Papich. Papich gets it from Sundberg. Now gives it to Sebald. Sebald inside to Blake, and there's going to be a foul underneath. I believe it's going to go against Kate Seabaum as she made contact with Nettie Blake.
And Blake was trying to go down low with the ball, but the defense was standing very strong there, and a little bit too strong for the officials' liking.
16:07 left to go in the game. Sebald across the court to Bats, wide open three, steps inside around the defender. Her shot no good. Sebald gets the rebound and puts it back up.
Big second chance basket there for Gannon. And another offensive rebound, the first one they've had in a while.
36-29 the score. Mahadi drives inside, she throws up a shot, that is good, 36-31.
Mahadi one-handed from right around the free throw line. That was a big, miraculous shot there.
Sebald gives it to Blake. Blake down low is going to try against Fratz, and Fratz draws the offensive foul.
Big offensive foul there against Gannon. Gannon's starting to show a little bit of deterioration here, and California is trying to exploit all that they can.
And that is your first immediate timeout with 15:28 left to go. Cody, let's take a look at some highlights.
The score is 36-31 in favor of Gannon. And when you take a look at how we got here, Gannon came out very strong in this half at the very beginning, as you see there with Blake making that shot. But then after a couple more Gannon baskets, California, as I'm sure you'll see on these set of replays here, has not quit. They are not going down without a fight here. It's only a 5-point differential, but if you were to look at the stats like the defensive rebounds or the field goal shooting percentage, you would think it's a landslide. But California is just defying all of the odds here, especially, this is a great example. Emma Mahadi here, one-handed from the middle of the paint. Great shot there to keep California in this game.
And during that last during the media timeout, while we were in highlights, the head coach for Gannon, Coach Vernelli, was in the ear of the official that entire time, trying to get an explanation for that foul. Nettie Blake now with 3 personal fouls in this game. It's early in the second half, Cody. That could come back to bite her. It's
very early in the second half, too. You only get 5 fouls before you foul out, if there's any new basketball fans out there.
And here's what we were talking about with Blake.
Yeah, Blake is going to be called for a little bit of a charge here. As you saw, the defender looked like Fratz.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Fratz. Set her feet, made herself a brick wall, which is completely legal on the defensive side. But then Blake just knocked her over. The coach might have been arguing that Fratz acted a little bit, but it's still all part of the game to draw the foul.
Nevertheless, California is going to give the ball right back to Gannon. Miscommunication there as the pass was too hard for Antonenko with 15:19 left to go in regulation. Sundberg brings it up. Gives it to Sebald, back to Sundberg. Gives it now to Neighbors. Morgan Neighbors, perfect from the field so far today. Sundberg drives inside, still maintains possession and calls the timeout.
She takes a seat, and she's lucky she didn't get called for the travel here. We saw this happen a couple times in the game where players would take seats on the court and then slide with the ball in their possession, and they'll get called for a travel there, but she was able to maintain a dribble too, so that really helped in not getting the foul called against her.
So with 14:55 left to go, the Vulcans still down by 5, but Cody, they've definitely climbed back into this game, and the big reason why is the shots are finally starting to fall for them.
It really is. In the first half, it really looked like nothing was going to fall for them. But the second half, so far, with the exception of probably the first few seconds or so, has been all California, especially coming against the 4th-ranked team in the country. Caitlin Fratz leading the way with 13 points now, and Emma Mahadi with this miraculous one-handed shot from the middle of the paint. I mean, that just shows the strive and the power that California has right now to put up a fight against a team like Gannon and to come away with a victory here. That would be miraculous for them. That would be a big upset, but it's still it's still a big game for California here.
It is a huge game for California, and if you're catching this game as a replay on CUTV or on America One right now, you can check out this full game later in the week on our YouTube page, CUTV Sports 1. You can also watch our live feed at cutv.calu.edu. So make sure you check out both of those online outlets. You can check them anywhere in the world. Gannon with possession, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Papich throws up a shot. She is fouled by Caitlin Fratz. She will go to the line for 2.
And the shot hit the rim, so it would have set the shot clock regardless, but Fratz called with the foul here. That's her 3rd personal foul. So one of the big offensive contributors in this game in a little bit of foul trouble. Jess Strom's probably going to be making some strategic substitutions here. Got to be careful.
Coming out of the game will be Emma Mahadi. I thought maybe it was going to be Fratz, but they're going to take out Mahadi in favor of Chelsea McKnight.
Head coach Strom going with a little bit of a gamble here. Sorry to interrupt you, Allison, but I had to mention that real quick.
14:50 left to go. Gannon leads 38-31. Glenn gives it to Fratz. Caitlin Fratz bounce pass to Antonenko, now kicked out to Glenn. Glenn looking to drive inside, tries to make a pass to Kukul. That pass was not there. Gannon comes away with it. It's Sundberg bringing it up. Kelly Sundberg drives inside, and it's going to be a foul.
The shot will not count. The foul is going to be called against Mickey Glenn. She did not set her feet on that defensive stand, and that's why she was guilty of it. Whenever you're the defender, you're always taught to set your feet and make yourself a brick wall, and that's what Glenn was guilty of not doing.
Inbound pass to Papich. She's going to be fouled on the play. It's going to go against Chelsea McKnight. That's her 2nd in California, in a little bit of foul trouble now, as that is their 5th.
Gannon only has 1, so 5-1 in favor of fouls. So that could be a big differential in the game.
Thies with the 2 points there. California trying to come back quickly. It's Kukul. She gives it to Glenn. 14:05 left to go. California down by 9. McKnight gives it to Glenn. Inside now to Kukul. Shot going to go off of Irina Kukul and out of bounds. Gannon will have possession.
Well, that was a little bit of a weird out of bounds thing there. Let's see on the replay. It did look like it tipped off of Kukul's finger, so good eyes by the official there. My first instinct was that one of the Gannon players knocked it out with her own hand, but if it tipped off Kukul, then can't really help that much.
Sebald brings it up. There's a foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Chelsea McKnight.
And that is California's 6th foul now. They only have 1 more before they give Gannon the bonus. And giving them the bonus is probably the last thing they want to do, keeping this game so close all game long and getting into foul trouble. It's starting to become a big problem for the Vulcans in this half.
There's still 13:40 left to go. Mahadi gives it to Seabaum. Seabaum sets, gives it to Mahadi once again. She had Dixon driving to the net. She keeps it, though. Trying to fight off Thies. She drives inside, kicks it to Hines. Hines loses control, and it's going to come to Thies. California gets it back. 5 seconds on the shot clock. A long 3 by Caitlin Fratz is good.
That is what you call an NBA 3 from a mile away. Caitlin Fratz, 16 points on the game now.
Caitlin Fratz playing very strong. It's going to be an offensive foul here on Gannon away from the ball. It goes against Molly Sebald. She has 3 fouls now. Quite a few good players for both teams in trouble. Ball bounces to CeCe Dixon. Comes out now to Mahadi. She resets the offense. Under 13 minutes to go. California down by 6. Dixon looks to drive inside, instead gives it to Hines, kicks it over to Mahadi for 3. That's no good. Rebound comes to Papich. California gets it though with Hines. Gives it to Fratz now. Fratz is going to be fouled hard by Papich. That's another one of those accidental hard fouls as Papich immediately helps her up.
Yeah, it's the wrong place at the wrong time. Papich expected Frats to make a three-point shot there, but instead she attacked the baseline and then just ran right into her, and that's why the foul was called.
And that's the second time we've seen that in this game, and a big reason why is because both these teams are playing so physical and with so much heart and determination right now because they both want to win.
Yeah, the first one was against Chelsea McKnight, who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time also.
3 by Frats, no good. Rebound comes to Ashley Hines as she chases it down.
Just barely kept in bounds there, Ashley Hines.
Seabaum goes to Mahadi. Mahadi is trying to find a lane, spins off one defender, throws up a shot. That is no good. Ashley Hines again with the rebound, throws it up, and that is good. 2 more points for Ashley Hines, cuts the lead to 4.
And 12 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this game. California slowly but surely getting back into the top of the ladder.
Sundberg with possession. Gannon trying to slow the pace down, under 12. Going to be a foul. It's going to go against Ashley Hines.
Yeah, she's going to be called for a block here. Didn't set her feet while Sundberg was attacking the basket, but it was kind of unexpected. It was another unexpected foul. She didn't expect Sundberg to run right into her, but that's why it was called.
And with that, we've reached our media timeout. We're going to take a break. California down by 4 to the Gannon Golden Knights. Stay tuned for the rest of the action right here on CUTV.
Need to know what's happening in your area? CUTV News Center brings you your best local news. Events on and around campus. Local weather. Vulcan sports coverage. CUTV News Center, live, Thursdays at 5.
Welcome back to CUTV's coverage of Vulcan women's basketball. The Vulcans down to the Gannon Golden Knights 40-36 with 11:57 left to go here in the second half. At the line will be Kelly Sundberg for a 1-and-1.
Sundberg on the foul line for the Golden Knights of Gannon.
But if you're just joining us, if you would have told me at the very beginning of this game that the score would be this close, I would have never believed you. It was such a big game for Gannon in Gannon's favor. The momentum was all to them, and then California just not giving up, battling back.
Sundberg hits both of those shots, extends the lead back up to 6. And you're right, Cody, even if you turned it off about halfway through the first half, well, you see a much different game now. California has clawed their way back into this game. CeCe Dixon kicks it out to Seabaum. Seabaum goes to Frats. Caitlin Frats to Kate Seabaum. Inside to Dixon. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Ashley Hines drives inside, throws up a shot. That does not fall. Gets her own rebound. She's surrounded by 3 players, and it's going to be a jump ball. Ashley Hines, though, she's been incredible underneath that hoop.
Yeah, and the possession arrow favors California, so it will stay with them. Ashley Hines showing Gannon what she can do underneath the basket, whether it be rebounding or putting up those layups. She's been a big presence for the Vulcans here today.
Long inbound pass to Dixon. Now it's going to come back around to Seabaum as she sets the play. Kate Seabaum gives it to Frats. Caitlin Frats having a strong game. She gives it to Mahadi. Tried to go over to Frats. Frats tripped up. Pass goes out of bounds.
And head coach Strom of the Vulcans is probably thinking that the gamble to leave Frats in the game has paid off after her third foul. She's had she's had that 3-point shot after her third foul, so leaving her in there has paid off.
16 points now for Frats. That pass tipped away, and California's going to come away with it. It's Seabaum. Quickly to Dixon. Dixon's shot is up and good, and California pulls within 4.
42-38 with 10 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. Still plenty of game to be played, I beg your pardon, excuse me.
Sundberg inside to Blake. Nettie Blake, who's had a quiet game. As I say that, she makes the back bucket and draws the foul.
Nettie Blake probably has had a quiet game because very early on she got in foul trouble. Three fouls in the first half of the first half. So then she took a seat on the bench for a while. She's only had 6 points in the game so far, pending these free throw shots.
Speaking of foul trouble, Caitlin Fratt's now on the bench with 4 fouls. Still 10:42 left to go. They're going to need to keep her on the bench for a while.
And if you're the Vulcans, you want to look for another player to step on through and take Fratt's place.
Blake did not make that, so the score remains 44-38 with 10:35 left to go in regulation. Mahadi with possession gives it to Seabob. Elena Antonenko checked in for Caitlin Fratt. Seabob still with possession, pressured heavily by Morgan Neighbors. She's going to fight that off and draw the foul against Neighbors. That will be her second, team fifth.
And that was a big break because Seabob had only 5 seconds on the shot clock to work with.
Excuse me, it's team fourth for Gannon. And you're right, Cody, that is big because they do get a fresh shot clock, as you said. Mahadi looking for some help. He's going to pass it now to Kate Seabob. Seabob kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon for 2. That's no good. Too strong. Bounces around. Comes to Blake. Sundberg brings it up. Kelly Sundberg trying to drive inside. Is going to draw the foul. I believe it's going to go against CC Dixon.
And that is California's 9th team foul now, so they're 1 away from the double bonus, which happens after 10 fouls. And 9 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the half. That's plenty. That's a big threat for on California's side. They don't want to give Gannon the double bonus.
44-38 remains the score with 9:50 left to go in the half. Mahadi gives it to Dixon. CC Dixon tries to drive inside, instead kicks it out to Seabob. Seabob with the lane. She pulls up, throws up a shot. That is good. 2 points. And pull within 4.
Back within 4 again. 44-40. 4s all around.
California has yet to lead in this game. Pass inside to Blake. Blake double team trying to break through it. She loses the handle and it comes to California.
Well, that was a great trap there underneath by California. Big defensive stand. The gate didn't open that time.
Antonenko's shot went off ball. Ball bounces around and it's going to come down to Gannon. It's Sundberg bringing it up across the court to Morgan Neighbors. Now over to Brittany Batts. Couldn't throw up a 3 and Gannon's going to reset. Under 9 to go. Pass kicked out to Batts for 3. That's no good. Rebound comes to Seabob. Kate Seabob brings it up. Slows down the play and sets the offense. Gives it over to Dixon. Mickey Glenn set to check in at the next whistle, which will be right now.
Mickey Glenn checking in for the Vulcans. Also for Gannon, Amanda Birchtold is checking in for the Golden Knights.
Was a timeout called by California. 8:35 left to go in the half. California down by 4.
California still has not had a lead yet in this game, though. But the only lead that counts is the lead once the clock reaches zeros all across. And that's what California is looking for. Right now, they're looking in the rearview mirror. And Gannon knows they're there. The only problem that Gannon faces right now is keeping them behind them and not letting them pass at the last possible second right at the finish line. That's any team's worst nightmare, to have the lead the whole time, literally for 59 minutes, I beg your pardon, for 39 minutes and 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that, and then to give California the lead at the very last second, and they pull away with the win. It feels like all that hard work you had just went to complete waste.
That's what they say is if you lead for 1 second of the game and it's the last second, nobody realizes that. They just look at the final score. That's all that matters.
The percentage differential is going to be like 99 to 0.01, but it still counts.
Going to be a foul underneath. It's going to go against Gannon. It's going to go against Amanda Berchtold. California will have a fresh shot clock. 8:31 left to go here.
That is Gannon's 15th foul now, 2 away from the bonus.
Mahadi drives inside, gives it to Hines. Ashley Hines steps in, takes the shot, and draws the foul. Ashley Hines, another 2 points and a chance to pull within 1.
Something tells me that shot is going to be big. Remember that one, folks at home, because with 8:26 left to go, that's the 16th foul for Gannon. Now Gannon's getting worried because one more foul, and that sends California in the bonus, and that's what killed them in the first half, giving California all those free throw shots, and that's what let them climb back into it 1 point at a time.
Hines misses her free throw. The score 44-42, 8:20 left to go. Berchtold gives it to Batts. California's got to defend. Batts to Papich. Now to Berchtold. Berchtold thought about driving inside, pulls up, gives it to Blake. Blake inside over Glennon. That's good. Plus the foul. Glenn trying to argue she had her feet set. It's not going to matter though, and that is the 10th team foul for California.
The 10th team foul, and that sends Gannon into the double bonus. The foul is going to be on Mickey Glenn, and the basket counts as well, so it's 46-42 now with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the game.
The shot is no good. Rebound comes to Hines. Gannon maintains a 4-point lead. Glenn brings it up. Caitlin Fratz, the leading scorer for the Vulcans, is on the bench.
Head coach Strom is saving Fratz for the last few minutes, the secret weapon, if you will.
Hines drives inside, throws up a shot, and she has 12 on the day. 2-point lead. Gannon trying to add to their 2-point lead. It's Berchtold with it. Gives it to Neighbors. Brittany Batts. Still has possession, thought about 3, instead goes to Neighbors. Neighbors steps inside, throws up a 2, and that is no good. Rebound comes to Glenn. There's going to be a foul underneath.
And this foul is going to be against California.
I believe it's going to go against Emma Mahoney. And see here on the replay.
That was a very tough foul for California to take. So that is going to send Gannon to the free throw line after this timeout on the court.
I believe it will be Blake going to the line, but first we're going to take a look at some replays during the media timeout. As you see Jess Strom there talking to the official.
The score is 46-44, and the offensive spark all started right here with that 3-point shot from Caitlin Fratz from a mile away, and then California just kept piling on, but Gannon also piled on as well. They didn't let California have the lead at all, but the willpower and determination of this Vulcan team right now is outstanding. It's a big game for California. Last year, they were able to upset Gannon here at home. They're looking for a repeat of that against the number 4 team in the country, showing that there's no opponent that's too tough for them, especially since this game's within 2 points right now, and we're less than half of the second half is left. It's about 7 minutes and 20 seconds, I believe, left in the game. California definitely within reach.
It absolutely is, and you know what? Even if California doesn't come back and win this game, this is one of those moral victories for the Vulcans. Gannon's one of those teams that's kind of had those numbers, and they have a very tough schedule coming up, does California. They got to find a way to keep pace in this PSAC, and Atlantic Regional rankings are going to come out at the end of February. You want to be in the top for those.
Yeah, you definitely do, and that really shows how strong the team is, how much of a threat you are, and every team wants to be at the top.
Blake at the line, misses her first. Score remains 46-44.
Blake coming into this game had a 67.7 percentage from the free throw line.
Misses her second as well. That's big for California.
And who gets the rebound? None other than Ashley Hines.
Mickey Glenn with possession. Slows the pace down, gives it to Seabaum. Kate Seabaum, Mickey Glenn. Ashley Hines now down low. She's pressured by Papich and Batts. Throws it over to Seabaum. Seabaum goes up and gets that pass. Over to Glenn. Glenn thought about 3. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Drives inside, throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes to Blake. She's immediately pressured. Fights off the defender.
For a quick second, the game was almost tied for the very first time since we were scoreless at the very beginning.
Sundberg. 6:40 left to go in regulation. Vulcans down by 2. Sundberg looks to drive inside, kicks it out to Papich. Papich top of the key inside to Blake. She had fought off Hines, and she gets the bucket.
And that is Blake's 9th and 10th points of the game.
Quick pass up to Mahadi for California. Now Glenn slows it down, calls out the play. Gives it to Seabaum, excuse me. Pratt's going to check in at the next whistle. Seabaum gets it back over to Glenn. Mickey Glenn, bounce pass to Seabaum. Seabaum drives inside, looking for some help. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Glenn's going to drive inside, throw up a shot over 3 defenders. That's no good. Rebound comes to Ashley Hines. That is up and good. Another 2 points for Ashley Hines, 14 now.
Ashley Hines is very close to a double-double if she doesn't have one already. 14 points and very large percentage of the rebounds here for California.
She does have a double-double as she had 7 rebounds in the first half, and she's had well over 3 today. Or in the second half, excuse me. Sundberg. So with possession, gives it to Batts. Brittany Batts inside to Nettie Blake. Her shot does not fall. The rebound comes to Blake. Blake up over Mahadi. That's no good. Antonenko gets the rebound. 5:22 left to go in regulation. Vulcans down by 2. 48-46 the score.
Mickey Glenn taking her time here. There's no need for California to rush. Still plenty of time.
3 by Kate Seabaum. No good. Rebound comes to Papich. Papich brings it up. Trying to use her speed and back up California. She's going to get called for the travel with 5:01 left to go in regulation.
And that's a very big break for the Vulcans here. When you take a look at this replay, just had it. She knew she did it too. Just looked right at the official as soon as he blew the whistle, and they'll call that just a little too quick on your feet after you pick the ball up.
That's exactly what it was. Just tried to stop and pull up a little bit too quickly, not able to. That ball bounces away. It's going to go out of bounds. California's going to maintain possession with 18 seconds to work with on the shot clock.
And Sundberg knew that because she ran right after it. She knew she was the last person to touch it, but couldn't quite catch up with it as it rolled out into the near corner.
Glenn gives it to Mahadi. Mahadi to Fratz, who checks back in for Kate Seabaum. Fratz to Mahadi. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to throw up a long 3. That is good, and California has their first lead of the game.
And now here comes the true test. Can you maintain the lead going into the very end of the game? There's 4.5 minutes left. California's up by 1.
And no reaction from the Gannon bench, as they are a very disciplined team. Their only loss has been in overtime to a difficult Edinburgh team. And there's going to be another foul here. It's going to go against Mickey Glenn. That's her third, and Blake will go to the line.
Blake going back to the line. Last time she was at the free throw line, she missed both of her free throw shots. But if she's able to make these 2, that'll give Gannon the lead right back. But California's definitely right back into this.
Blake makes it and ties the game up. And what I meant, Cody, by no reaction on the bench was they're still calm. They realize there's a lot of time left in the game, still 4:18. California was up on their feet, as they should be because they have momentum, but Gannon not going to back down. Blake with a chance to take the lead, and she will. Blake going to take a seat after she makes those 2 and gives Gannon the 1-point lead. Brennan going to check in.
There's 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the game now. Gannon's leading by 1, but the lead has changed for the very first time this whole entire game just moments ago.
Mahadi gives it to Glenn. Back to Mahadi, thought about three. He's gonna pass it across the court. It's gonna be tipped out of bounds by Brittany Batts. California has 12 seconds to work with.
That pass looked like it was a little too hard for Batts. She thought it was going to be an easier pass, and it just tipped right off the edge of her fingers. And California caught a break as Batts was the last person to touch it before it went out of bounds.
And Gannon setting up in a 2-3 zone, trying to get California to force California to make a big three-pointer.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
Fratz loses the handle as she tried to drive inside. Gannon comes back with it. Under 4 minutes to play. A three by Morgan Neighbors. That is good for Morgan Neighbors. Gannon up by 4. California comes back quickly. It's Mahadi inside. Her shot is good, and California pulls within 2.
Anything you can do, I can do too.
Neighbors has killed the Vulcans today. They want to keep the ball out of her hands. Sebald gives it to Papich down low. Papich trying against Hines, and she will make 2 more for Jen Papich.
Gannon's lead is back up to 4.
55-51, pass inside to Antonenko. She throws up a shot. That misses everything. Hines tried to save it, but not able to. And 3:08 left to go. We're going to take a break. Stay tuned for the rest of the action right here on CUTV.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
You are watching CUTV, California University Television. Welcome back to CUTV's coverage of Vulcan women's basketball. The Vulcans down by 4 to the 4th-ranked team in the country, Cody, and Gannon wants to turn this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, they do, and that's going to not work out in California's favor. If Gannon keeps this a track meet, California's going to have a lot of trouble getting the lead. We've seen them have the tempo many times, but just fell short every single time with the exception of one or two game minutes ago. So California, they have their work cut out for them if they want to get the lead back.
Gannon's only loss this year on the road at Edinburgh in overtime just last week. Sundberg with possession, gives it to Blake. 9 seconds on the shot clock. She throws up a shot. That will fall. Another 2 points for Nettie Blake. She's up to 14.
It is 57-51 in favor of Gannon now.
C-bomb to Fratz. Trying to slow down the pace here. Caitlin Fratz, pressure, double team. Trying to make a pass. She makes it to Antonenko. Out to Mahadi for 3. That is no good. Bounces around. Comes down to Irina Kugel, and she puts it back up for 2.
And Fratz now back into this game. Coach Strom knew that she had to put the secret weapon out there, even though she does have 4 personal fouls.
57-53, make that 59-53 with 2:07 left to go. California down by 6. C-bomb to Kukul, to Mahadi now. Emma Mahadi hit a 3 to give the Vulcans the lead. She steps inside now, throws up a shot. That is good. 2 more points for Emma Mahadi. It becomes a 4-point game. And California already has 10 team fouls, so they're going to have to be careful here. Drive inside, no good. Antonenko gets the rebound. 1:33 left to go. California down by 4.
Big rebound by Antonenko to give California control again. Gannon did not score there. It's been back and forth a couple times. Now Gannon didn't score. Here's California's chance to capitalize.
Fratz drives inside, no shot. Believe she drew the foul. Yes, she did. It's against Neighbors. That's her third personal, team 7th. So Frats at the line for a 1-and-1.
California's in the bonus now. That was the 7th Gannon team foul. And so here comes California. This is how they got back into it in the first half.
Makes her first. 1:21 left to go. California has pulled within 3. Frats now has 17 points. Frats misses her second. The rebound gets knocked out of bounds by Kukul. Gannon will have possession.
It's 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in the game now. California is going to be pulling anything that they may have up their sleeve out right now to get their lead back.
Sundberg brings it up. She gives it to Papich. Papich to Bats. Bats on the outside. California needs to get a stop here defensively. Kicks the ball over to Sundberg. She tries herself inside. Kicks it back out. 1 minute left in regulation. There's going to be a foul underneath. Jen Papich will go to the line.
Papich will go to the line here. Gannon's already in the double bonus. And the foul is going to be against Antonenko. That is Antonenko's first foul all game.
California down by 3. 58.1 seconds. Now they're down by 4 as Papich extends that lead back up. And California's going to call a timeout, try to get something set up here.
30-second timeout.
And Jen Papich, she has been incredible today with 19 points.
The score is 60-56 right now in favor of Gannon. When you look at how we got here, it's been a shootout. The last few minutes of this second half have been a shootout. It's been back and forth. Anything you can do, I can do better. What have you, anything you want to call it. But that's basically what it's been. Just back and forth, layups made, most of them by California though, just to keep this game so close. And then Gannon pulling away after a couple California miscues. So now that California's in the bonus, that could really prove to be effective if they can draw some fouls. But if within the last minute they're going to have to be the ones fouling. So that's going to be a problem. But they're just going to have to rely on the Gannon shooters to come up empty, and the rebounders like Hines, who's been terrific all game to get the rebounds.
You're absolutely right, and Hines checked back in there, as is Chelsea McKnight. Papich misses her second rebound, bounces around, and comes to McKnight.
It's a 2-possession game. This is possession number 1.
McKnight, pressured by 2 defenders, gives it to Mahadi. Mahadi is going to throw up a long 3. That is no good. Rebound comes, bounces around. It's going to go out of bounds. Off of Gannon. California will have possession. 42.1 seconds left.
Big break here by California, and it's a fresh shot clock, too. They'll have all 30 seconds to work with, but they don't want to burn all 30 seconds of those up, so I'm sure that doesn't matter for them right now.
They're going to put in Nettie Blake probably to guard Ashley Hines down low. Frats throws up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes to Papich. Jen Papich gives it to Sundberg. They're trying to force California to foul. Bats brings it up. Bats double teamed, almost traveled. Gets it to Papich.
30 seconds left.
Bats, once again, trying to force California to foul. California gets a steal, however. Still down by 4, 22 seconds left. Kicks it out. Mahadi for 3. That's no good. It's going to be a foul underneath. Possession will favor Gannon.
Yeah, it's going to be against California, so Gannon will get control here. There's less than 20 seconds left to go in the game, 19.2.
60 seconds, California.
And now you do have to cross half court. Now, excuse me, that was not a foul. I'm not sure what it was for. It may have been a travel, but you do have to cross half court within 10 seconds. That's a new rule this year in women's basketball. So Gannon can't exactly just hold the ball down in the defensive end.
Yeah, they're going to have to come down into their scoring end and give California a chance to strip it away. But California, if they can maintain pressure on that half of the court, they'll still get called for that foul. So that's it's another tactic that California can use to their advantage. But right now, they're down by 2 possessions, and there's 19 seconds left. So if you want to get the ball, you can't wait 10 seconds. You can't afford to wait 10 seconds. So you got to get it right here, right now.
They're going to have to foul quick. 19.2 seconds left. Gannon leads 60-56 over the Vulcans. Gannon yet to lose in regulation this year. The inbound pass gonna come to Blake. She's gonna be fouled immediately.
And right now, California doesn't have much of another choice.
Ashley Hines with the foul. That's her fourth.
That's her fourth personal foul.
18.2 seconds.
And that'll send Nettie Blake to the free throw line, who's had a little bit of trouble at the free throw line during this game.
Blake shot up. Gets the friendly roll there, and it's a 5-point game. Blake's second shot is up. That is good as well. So Nettie Blake, 18 points now today.
And it's still a two-possession game, 62-56. 2 3-pointers. You have to shoot 3-pointers here to get yourself back in it.
Have to get a three. Fratz drives inside, draws the foul. Fratz will go to the line.
Caitlin Fratz, in the first half at least, was perfect from the free throw line. She was 6 for 6.
18 foul. California, Caitlin Fratz goes.
11.1 seconds left. The Vulcans down by 6, now down by 5 as Fratz hits her first. California's gonna have to make this and then foul quick. Fratz misses a rebound, bounces around, and it's gonna favor Gannon as it went off of Irina Kukol, so they're gonna have to foul with 10.1 seconds to go, down by 5. They foul quickly. It's going to go against Mahadi. And I don't know about you, Cody, but I keep seeing Gannon going towards immediately Fratz, trying to get her to take that 5th foul.
Yeah, it's true because they know she has 14 fouls and that she's one of the biggest offensive threats in this game. So if they can get her off the court, then Gannon will have a lot less to worry about.
9.5 seconds. Sundberg at the line. Makes her first. 63-57 the score.
If Gannon makes this next foul shot, then it's a 3-possession game.
Misses it. McKnight gonna bring it up quickly. 6 seconds. She throws up a 3. That is no good. Rebound comes, gets tipped out of bounds by Irina Kukol. 2.1 seconds left, and Gannon looks like they're gonna escape.
Just barely.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Mahadi. 1.4 seconds to go. And Cody, you have to talk about how Gannon has been able to stay calm in this game and come back.
Yeah, they've been able to stay calm, but what's more impressive is California's just not going down without a fight. It's truly unbelievable. Even in these last few seconds, really not giving up. And see, like right here, there's less than 2 seconds left, and you're down by 2 possessions. So most teams wouldn't even bother with that. They just let the clock run out. But California's just been phenomenal with their perseverance and their determination and whole list of attributes that I could give.
They really have been, as Jen Papich is at the line now, and you have to realize Gannon's the number 4 ranked team in the country. There's a reason they're up that high. Papich makes her first. She's up to 20 points now today. 7.7 seconds left, 64-57 the score in favor of the Golden Knights. That shot is good as well for Papich. Over 20 points for her today, and Gannon is going to leave the Convocation Center with their first victory in this building.
It was a very close victory, too. I really thought California had a big chance, but just Gannon won out, and they were able to keep them in their rearview mirror when it mattered.
The Vulcans fall to the Golden Knights of Gannon, 65-57. Thanks for watching Vulcan Women's Basketball right here on CUTV.